All right, welcome back. For the first time ever, the FDA has granted full approval to a drug proven to slow the progression of Alzheimer's disease. The drug is called Leqembi. It's administered through an IV, and now infusion centers are anticipating that there's going to be a huge surge in patients. If you're struggling with this issue in your family, you'll likely want to hear this interview. Dr. Jeffrey Klingman is Chief of Neurology at Kaiser, Permanente in Walnut Creek, joining us to discuss this now. Is this something that is giving your patients hope?
Oh yeah, no question. This is the first time that there's been something that will actually potentially slow the progression of Alzheimer's disease. There's a lot of hope out there, but you do need to temper the fact that this is not going to cure the disease. It slows things down and is really only effective or proven to be effective in the earliest phases. So it's not. We don't have a cure for the disease. We have something that can slow things down. So there's a lot of interest in it, but I think you need to just temper the reality. It's not quite as good as it sounds.
Right. And the way I looked at it yesterday when we told this story on the 3:00 p.m. broadcast is this: if you could have 3-4 more months of your loved one with a clear mind, you would do it. But I also understand there's some risks to using this drug. Can you tell us about the risks?
Right. So one of the big concerns that physicians have with it is that it's not benign. It causes brain swelling and bleeding in the brain. Now, it doesn't cause it in everybody, but it's, I think it was something like 7% of people had brain swelling or bleeding. So that, if you've got a drug that's going to cure, you would be more likely to accept some risk. If you have one that's going to slow things down a bit, it makes people more reluctant. And so that's kind of the balance that we always have to deal with. It's going to really be a decision between the physician and the patient because it's not a hassle-free treatment. It's an IV infusion twice a week. There's a lot more tests that are needed to find out if the patient qualifies than we often do. So you either have to do spinal taps and or something called a PET scan. There's a lot of monitoring involved. So it's a balance between potential benefit and potential treatment for this drug.
Are doctors enthusiastic? I mean, I'm hearing the warnings in your voice and sort of the cautions that we temper the feeling about this drug as we talk about it in the media. Is your feeling that maybe we all need to be a little bit more informed about this and you're less than enthusiastic in the medical community?
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of physicians that are wildly enthusiastic that this is going to be something that everybody's going to go on. And so there's a lot of, kind of background here with this. I know that there's some people that say, oh, I'm not going to use it. I just don't think that's, that the risk is worth the benefit. I think most people kind of have a nuanced view, which is if you potentially qualify and if you're willing to accept the risks and if you think you can, you're willing to do all the hassles involved, then it may be for you. So that's why I'm saying it's sort of a shared decision between the patient and the physician.
Such good information, doctor. We appreciate. It's always important to not only talk about the hope, but also what we are going to exchange for that hope, and we appreciate it. We hope to have you back as more people experience this drug and what it potentially can do for them. Dr. Jeffrey Klingman, we appreciate you so much.